Alright, welcome back everybody. Today, we're taking a look at this nice, lovely game here called City Skylines. I know some of you may be familiar with it, some of you probably are not. I actually used to stream this game quite a bit back, I think maybe a year or two ago. Plays this game all the time. And I kind of wanted to now incorporate it on this channel since I've been playing it a lot in my free time. And I mean, generally, I actually just do like playing city sim games here. So we'll go ahead, actually get started on this map here that, ironically enough, I actually have been working on here a little bit already here, so I should probably just give you a quick runaround of what we got going on here. So if you actually recognize this map here, it actually is the, how should I say, it's the Archipelago map. However, I did modify it ever so slightly by making it a winter map. There's a little mod that you can get that allows you to change the, how should I say, I guess the temperature or the climate of the map. So you can change it from tropical to boreal to temperate to desert, and in this case, I just changed it to, well, winter. I'm a big fan of the winter maps here. I like the aesthetics of it. I like the colors of it. I just find the beauty of it quite nice. But the main challenge of a map like this is, if you can see, it's quite desolate out here. But we'll go ahead and try to actually fill it up as much as possible here. I've actually also tried to impose a couple of rules on myself too. Mainly that being, we're trying to primarily stick here to low density development here with low density housing and low density commercial zones. I actually may try to expand this to be higher density once we've reached kind of our potential here. Because the issue is using a lot of low density stuff here. We eventually run into the issue where there's just no more land to really expand into. So the only way we can kind of fill in the land at that point is to, as you'd imagine, just start demolishing people's houses and plopping new stuff down here. So in that vein, I've also tried to make this map upgradable into the future here. So roads here actually are spaced apart here so that these business districts, the ones I actually upgrade roads to include things like tram lines or whatnot, not too much of the roads and businesses would just be straight up destroyed here. So you can see that's extra spacing here. You can see this one line of spacing. It's consistent throughout the entirety of the map here. We also have ourselves here a couple of nice districts here. Most of them are actually going to be forestry districts. There is a few bit of natural resources for things like farming, but as you can see here, it's abysmal. And in fact, I think there is pretty much zero farming on this entire map. It is exclusively all forestry products here. So if you actually wanted to do a thriving business here, we're going to do a lot of imports here. Not to mention that building on very scattered islands here makes it very expensive to do anything, because you have to build out a $7,000, $10,000, $20,000 bridge just to do anything. So early game is a pain. It is absolutely a pain. But it's a good challenge here. Plus, it's not as generic as maybe like those big, large square maps that everyone's kind of accustomed to here. But alright. As for policies, we do have a few up right now. Power usage, just so we don't have to constantly invest 15 grand into making more and more of these solar panels here. Water usage, we usually use, but probably not have to do it this time because water's in abundance here. We also got recycling here, smoking ban to increase health, parks and rec to increase land value, recreational use so that everyone here actually comes by. Educational blimps because it's free. Recycling for the recycling centers, although we don't have any quite yet. We need to start getting our recycling program up here just so our trash doesn't collect around here. In fact, I'll probably have to make this island a trash island, which is just an island that you put like cemeteries, police stations, firefighters, all that stuff you don't want, noise polluting everything else. You just chuck it over onto a side area. Beyond that, what else do we got here? I think that's it for this. Also, we got fishing license too. It actually doesn't really do anything for us because, sure, it increases crime, but like, heck yeah, let's get that extra tax income. Not to mention for city planning, we got encourage biking. Doesn't really cost us anything. Plus, it allows people here to utilize these bike paths that we put on everything. And we have pathing around everywhere, just so that people are encouraged to walk. Not to mention the fact that we only have a 2-lane road with biking access basically means that utilizing a car is incredibly slow. So that actually further encourages citizens to walk and to bike everywhere. Not to mention that our business structure here, we do have a lot of residential areas, but then we mix the residential areas with commercial instead of making them like two distinct islands. So in that fashion, it dramatically helps with cutting down on travel time, because no longer does these people over have to drive all the way over here to get groceries. They can just do it right here, or they can come down here, or they can do here, here, plenty of it. So it distributes all of the demand for traffic greatly. Plus, once we install, I'm kind of actually planning on doing this. I would love to use a monorail system from island to island to island to island to island. Make like a couple of concentric circles of just monorails. I feel like that would actually be really cool looking. Downside, it's quite expensive because each stop is $18,000, and as you can see, I only have $60,000 here. So again, not the cheapest here. We're also running a few mods here. Got traffic manager here for setting up roundabouts, things like that. So it's super easy to actually set up roundabouts nice and quickly here. I mean, it's quite perfect, to be honest. That, like, the roundabout builder, too, it's just like, such a good mod. But as you can see, looks like the southernmost island here is experiencing a bit of a corpse pileup here. This tends to happen with garbage and corpses, where the further you're actually away, like distance-wise, from a landfill, recycling center, police, and fire, they've just eventually stopped servicing these areas. Despite having ample access to here, and the fact that it would only take them, like, a second to drive down here, like, this is, like, less than a couple of miles of driving, they will still never come down here, for whatever reason. Plus, there was always a conflict with the network extension mods that I had. For some reason, those just caused a whole plethora of issues. So we're going to go ahead then, and let's go ahead and add in, let's get that bike path going up here. Because what we need to do is we need to make this island a island where we're going to store a cemetery, probably a crematorium at some point, recycling center, things like that, where the pollution and noise won't reach over to the other island. So we can go ahead and try that. As you can see, though, it is uber expensive. I mean, we could also just do the uber cheap route and just make this. Although, I don't know, that's 7,000 for a bridge. It's actually cheaper to go concrete. Interesting. That's funny. It's actually cheaper to go concrete. That really makes no sense, because legitimately this is like a wood structure, but alright, cool. Guess we can go with that. Let's see, though. How much space do we need for a cemetery? Ooh, good. We can literally just, like, barely inch that in here, right against the border. Although, to be fair, we can expand out our borders. Although, how is our budgeting? Budgeting's fine. We do mess around with the sliders a whole bunch here, mostly just to reduce cost as much as humanly possible. Oh, we do have a loan here. Weekly cost of $200. Yeah, I think we'll keep that for now, because right now we're still in the positive nearly 3,000 range, which is quite nice for a city of this size. Means we're doing excellent here with micromanaging our spending. Once we get up there into the higher end range, we can be a little bit more liberal with our money. But okay. Dead body pileup, and probably need to get some waste collection going on here. Let's try waste collection up here, and then maybe if garbage is starting to pile up down here, we'll add in a landfill or recycling center. So first things first, cemetery. Ooh, slap that in. Oop, and then we're gonna need to hook it up to the water supply. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and use this one. Bloop. And then power. Just so it's all good. Excellent. So that'll be fine. That'll start sending out hearses to go ahead and collect whatever dead bodies are lying around. Let's go ahead then and start messing around with recycling. We're just probably going to plop it up here. It's right next to that. Easy. Power is about to go out too. Let's go ahead and work on that. And then in the meantime, we should be set. I'm not filling in this area right here because eventually I do want another road to come down here and service the more southern portions here. Eventually we may connect our highway connections from this. Although to be fair, I'm going to just leave that open for now because I don't want this area to become too highway dependent. That'll work. Yeah, this is our industrial section right here. For my industrial sections, I tend to actually make them giant roundabouts in a way, just so it actually deals with pollution faster. But there we go, fantastic. And it looks like the corpse problem here has cleared up. Excellent. Perfect. And that's fixing it up quite nicely. I'd actually also really like to do a park system here at some point. We do have this one island we are not utilizing a whole bunch. How much would it cost to actually put in a park system here? How much does a front gate cost here? 6 grand. Okay. So we could probably do a small gate. Actually, yeah, to be fair, we could just use the side gates or small gates here. Because the major gate, all that really does, sure, it adds in... I'm actually not really sure. Doesn't really seem to do anything in terms of, like, entertainment. That might service a broader area, maybe, potentially? I don't know. But we need to get this island here to expand out here. Plus, we can actually expand out this residential zone here by going under or over this zone. So let's go ahead and purchase... Oh, this land mass. Beautiful. Excellent. So now we get access to all of this here, which actually could be really nice. Then we can actually start plopping down more things like... Ooh, probably toll roads at some point. That'd be excellent. Like, I can plop down 2 here, 2 here. That would just be... perfect. That would help out generate a lot of income. There we go, perfect. Yeah, the hearses are definitely in use. Are we over budget with them? No, we literally have the slider as low as humanly possible. Yeah, that's generally what it is. Because generally I don't find there to be an issue with servicing longer roads. It's really just like a location. Especially considering that our population is ultra diffuse in this environment. It's not the happiest of compass here. But hey, at least now we can actually extend out our somewhat awkwardly spaced roads here that are at very interesting angles. Ooh. Yeah, and then we can put another bike lane and then have it go underground or overground here. Plop onto this side. And then we can start plopping down more residential here. So that could easily expand out our population another couple hundred. But let's first focus and do our nice little park system here. Let's expand this out here just a smidgen. Because what I would like to do here, just want to have a small little access over here. Because we can't really put an access because the gate itself needs access to the road in order for us to collect garbage and dead bodies and whatever, like, strangely piles up in a nature reserve. I'm not quite sure what my residents are doing in there, but hey, why not? We're also going to need to place down a nature reserve here, so paint a park area. Bloop. A little bit of lag there as it opened up the park. And very nice. Why don't you guys go ahead and leave down your comment about what park we should leave here? I'll take any name recommendations, because right now, these names... bit questionable. A bit questionable, to say the least. But alright, that'll be our park. We'll go ahead and make it a nature reserve, because of course, since we're going the ultra granola, self-sustaining houses with the local grown produce sections here, of course, you know, it's going to be ultra granola over here too. But alright, let's see. Down to the park sections here, side gate. Can I place that down in the center here? Not quite. That's fine, though. Hey, excellent. So the lake park... Oh, shit, that's right. I completely forgot. The parks have to actually touch the gate, so we do have to extend out. This, I guess we'll just... Zoop, get rid of that. Get rid of Vermont Park. And then this can extend all the way over here. And then let's actually trim this down. Zoop. Oops, sorry. Zoop. Zoop. There we go. Just trim that down. This is technically our park now. Sure, there is a giant waste management bucket here, but just don't go swimming in the south side of the water. It's moderately hazardous. Just moderately. Nothing too swanky. Let's go ahead, add the water pipes here. I just like putting them down here at like perfect 90-degree angles. I feel like this way it's like slightly more efficient. Plus you can do a grid pattern with this. And then just in case any of the park structures over here like fishing piers need water. Alright. Doesn't have power. That's fine. We'll just eventually fill in the bottom portion of this area with more roads. That'll help out. So that's one park system. You can see though, we've already managed to burn like 10 grand just putting up a single structure. It ain't cheap, boys. It ain't cheap. So there's that park entrance right there. Let's go ahead, plop it out to here. Loop. And then, where should we start off here? Let's go ahead and start off on this portion of the island here. And we'll just, actually, you know what? I could probably actually make it parallel to this road, to be honest. Probably would look swanky. Zoop. Eventually, we'll expand it to the other side, but making a bridge like that would be kind of expensive. And we'll probably need more money. It does not look like we have the most adequate funds here. Would just a straight connection look better? Kind of does. And it's cheaper. Ooh, good though. Pass here. Ultra cheap. Ultra nice. Alright. I can actually use the roundabout tool in free cursor mode to actually make roundabouts of like the nature paths. So I think if you go down to the end, I guess it's not really done in like numerical or chronological order here. Ah, here we go. So the decorated nature reserve path here, you can actually utilize it like this. Very weird looking, but hey, I'll take it. Oh wow, that took out a lot of the trees. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I may have to add those back in later. Hell yeah. Not a big fan of that. Look, let's go ahead and... let's see. What does this nature select tool take? Because there should be a way. Toggle snapping. There's generally a ways. Because what I'd like to see here... Ah, yes, here we go. So let's take the nodes. And I think segments too would count here. Ah, excellent. So what we can actually do is rotate it. Ah, these tools are so good. So we can actually rotate it to be perfectly perpendicular to that section. Or at least parallel with the cross-section of it. So you can actually have it like so. Very nice. Very nice. Then we go ahead and plop down a few structures here. Of course. You know what's actually kind of nice about this too, is that you don't have to actually make everything touch the road. However, of course, sometimes it has to be close enough. So in the case of this, bloop, 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 let's pick everything. You do have to move it eventually. Let's just do a single point. Yeah, so it has to be about right here in order for people to actually take it. Oh, wow. We are immediately out of money. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Because we don't got the big bucks. I'm trying not to take out too many of the trees here. Kind of leave the map in its original condition here. This would be kind of nice camping spots, though. Yay, hallelujah. So we'll go ahead. Actually, for this park system, we're going to jack up the price, of course. But then we're going to go ahead and do advertisement, main park, celebrate, night tours, even more fun, and recycling. Might as well just do literally everything. But it makes it hyper attractive for this location. Very nice. Plus with the fact that there is literally biking directly out here, it's going to be super easy to get to. Actually, you know what I want to do too? Oh, actually, no, I could do literally just this one node. Zoop. Just shrink it down so that it really only covers this one part. I feel like that'd be kind of nice. Excellent. We'll add in more as time goes on, but currently I am broke AF. So what we're going to have to do here is a little bit of a cheesing strategy. But you see you got this tax panel here. If you want to make money real quick, zoop, zoop, jack it all up to about 30% here. It will kill your demand for growth, but at the same time, it's super easy to make a bunch of money. So if you ever wanted to pay off loans like that, yeah, this is an option here. You generally want to wait until it turns to the red sign here. Because right now they're like, oh no, tax is way too high. Well, of course, it's 30% local tax, which is absurdly high. So what we're going to do, just wait for it to chill off. You'll know once it starts getting too toxic because the signs will change to red. Like that one right here. That one's about to immediately evaporate. So we'll go ahead and change that back down to 13 which seems to be the maximum I can have before people start complaining. But there you go. Now we have $15,000. It's cheese in the system, but this game is all about that Swiss. Alright, so let's go ahead and redo our kind of unusual cross pattern here with the campfires. See how that turns out. I think it looks alright. Although, actually, what trees are these? I can't tell. That's kind of the one downside here. It's like, what is it? I don't know. I literally just don't know. The ruins here are actually kind of cool, too. Those would actually be kind of nice. But since we are in a more northern climate, we would be seeing things like pine trees. Pine trees, any sort of gymnosperms, angiosperms, would be very common up here. We do also got a couple of other pines here. I'm not sure which ones these are supposed to represent. But having a few around here does seem like it'd be kind of nice. Make it seem classy. Oh, and I love that swing, too. So cool. Let's see, what else can we add here? We got a couple of tents around here. Let's add in a few more here. And there was also the gazebos. Those would actually be kind of nice just to have overlooking the water. I mean, that would be like a absolutely A+ view right there. Absolutely A+ view. What's the entertainment value of this park, though? Currently, it is 163 entertainment. So entertainment's actually a numerical value you can see. Each tent provides about 20-ish entertainment. Campfires provide 50, and Campfire Site 1 provides 50. So in order for you to get all the way up there to that super high entertainment level to get to level 2, which will unlock more features of the park system here, we're going to have to place down just an obscene amount of campfires. Realistically. Wow, oh my god, these things burn through my money like crazy. What's the price of these campfire sites? They're $1,500 a piece. Oof. So actually the cheapest thing would legitimately be a bunch of tents. Alright. We can make these things like multiple tent sites here. Like little hovels. Okay, okay. Maximize our bang for the buck here. And as long as we can keep the price ratio down here nicely, we should be alright. Plus, ironically enough, it actually gives like a higher capacity for visitors. Not sure if that's the case. Seems to work, though. I mean, why not? We'll have people who just really love camping by, like, electrical towers and sewage. Let's see if there's gonna be people like that. Who knows? Maybe some weird people out there that are like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Actually, what else do we got here? Any more natural signs here? Oh, grand titles. We don't really need those. I'll stop putting the natural disasters down here and immediately tank this place's value. And notice that we don't really have too many options when it comes to boulders. Huh. Are there seriously no boulders in the natural game itself? We got ruins. Oh, yeah, here you go. Boulder. Heck yeah, climbing rock. Let's go. Beautiful. Just what I like to see here. Implying this island is, like, somewhat active. And why not? What gives, like, a little climbing area here in the background? Maybe they could utilize it. Maybe it was dug up. Although these rock areas are massive. You gotta, like, design your park around these things. I mean, the whole, like, what is this? This thing is ginormous. I mean, it does look kind of cool, though. We'll just leave it here for now. Looks nice. And our park has already turned a profit here. Although, oof, our entertainment value needs to spike up here. Although I'm actually curious, what is the upkeep for this? 10 a week versus $2 a week. Man, tents. Just spamming tents. Seems to be the strategy here. No joke. Alright, what if we just spam some more tents around ye old boulder site here? I don't know, maybe there are some people who love this. No, my boulder. Damn you people. Already taken out Gigantus Rock. Alright. How many more tents do we need? Honestly, I've been placing down an obscene amount of tents. Come on. Yeah. There we go. Is that enough? Oh. Maybe we should just place down like one campsite here. Maybe that's what will finally aid us. Interesting. The entertainment value of the campsite's 50, but it only gives 20. I mean, how many tents do we have around here? So we have 3 of each tent, so we got 9 tents. 9 times 20. We're looking at, what, 180 entertainment value? We still only have... And these alone here should be providing us with 200. Is there an issue? Are they just, like, not close enough to be providing entertainment value? Is that an issue? It says they're hooked up. Alright, maybe we'll just give that a bit here. See what happens. But alright, looking beautiful. Downside, we are out of cash yet again. However, we do have a nice area here we can expand into. So let's go ahead, let's get the bike path going here. Eventually, we might replace this with a tram line. Who knows? Although, how the devil do we get over here? Change it to the smallest increment. Let's make this up to a 9. And I don't want to make the bridge as ginormous as humanly possible. And we'll make it as small as humanly possible. Because tunnels are way too pricey for us. So there we go. It's now down on the ground. Although for some reason, why did it insist on making a bridge? Alright, whatever. It should be fine from here. Ah, it's not perfect though. Ooh. That's gonna bother me. Hopefully we don't have enough money. Alright. Well, we're going to give it a second then. Get some money in the meantime. And let's see. Woo, do we have enough to do this? Because the issue is, as you can see, it's spawned on way faster this time. It seems that you can only really do that cash trick a couple of times. And then you have to wait like a couple of days in between. Otherwise, you can see it comes back real fast. And with a force of 1,000 suns. But, now we're chill. How are y'all doing here for education? Ooh, they all need land value here. Ironically enough, there's a crap ton of leisure over here. Yeah, there's like 3 parks in this area alone. There's a lot of parks. And why is the land value here pretty low? Yeah, it's all really low here. It's probably because we're not using too much. I mean, the trees here add a great deal of value. And I mean, if I turned on proper anarchy and just let them grow into the trees, that would probably actually increase the land value even more. Probably just has to do with the education and lack of public transport. You know, if you actually want to artificially jazz that up here, there's a policy you can use. I think it's called high-tech housing. You can see, though, really expensive, slightly increases land value here. It increases it by like $3 to $4 or something like that. But dang, does it work for just keeping this thing nice and pricey. Plus, the industrial space plan, too, is pretty good, but pretty pricey itself. Plus, the industrial space planning also makes it, like, absurdly expensive to do anything. But if we actually did that, it would increase these levels of the houses, which would cause more of them to go off. So it's like, should I do it? Probably. I mean, you would get a lot more tier 4 and 5 houses, which would move in more people. So, let's give it a try. I usually do it here. So, currently, the land value is 14. Watch as it rises here. And we'll zoom out here just so you guys can see it all. And it'll just, like, skyrocket in value. $18, $20. Dang. $6 from 14. That's what? That's got to be a huge increase. Almost like 50, 40%? I don't know. I'm not bad. I'm bad at doing calculations in my head. But that's a huge value increase. And you can just hear the dings all around me. Plenty of houses upgrading here. Oh, yeah. Doing well. You can see, though, it's really biting into our weekly income. But you can see that people moving in here, they're loving it. There we go. Doing well here. Keep that park nice and jazzy. But alright, we got some money here. Let's go ahead and go back to that park system here. So bloop, bloop, bloop. Let's see, how far can we stretch it? There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Keep the slope as gentle as possible. Good, it's 180 degrees, implying a perfectly flat line. Keep that slope nice and shallow. Do we want to go over to the left or right? Let's see. I mean, eventually we're going to have to create another interchange here, because currently we only have one. So if we plan out expanding to this island or to this island, we're going to need to change that. Currently we could probably get away with only one interchange, because my population is very diffuse and small, so that could be producing too much traffic, but might change in the future. Let's go ahead and actually get this group off to the side here. So let's get this... do I want a 10? Let's do a 5 unit. And then 90 degrees. 5 units each way. Although actually it's going to make it very hard to actually do a connection straight up. So let's just do this straight up, and we'll have just a T-junction here. There we go. And then we'll do the rest with the gravel road, because honestly, it's just super cheap. Well, actually, what's the... Oh, yeah, the upkeep on it is even dirt cheap. Wow. Like, do this. Sure, it's cheaper to place down. 50 a cell. Versus... No, 25 a cell here, so it's a lot cheaper, too. Why are you more expensive as a bridge? I really don't get that. Okay, whatever. But yeah, this is cheaper all around. Plus, it heavily encourages the use of bike lanes and other sort of pedestrian traffic. So they generally are pretty alright. Ooh, actually, yes. We can make this our business section here. Where it hugs along the highway. Actually, yeah, we'll just keep this as a straight line for now. And then what we could do here is just expand it out this way. We'll give a extra unit of cells between them. And then that's pretty much butt up against the highway. So that's set. And then the rest of this can easily be... Well, to be fair, this probably won't be all commercial. Who knows? I just know I gotta make it a unit off that, just in case I ever expand that road. But then this over here will definitely be more residential. So let's see, what if we... Yeah, not a big fan of that raising the land right there. But the issue is there's a lot of unutilized land right in the center here. So I want to fix that here ever so slightly. Little protrusions like that should help. Maybe we could put like a small plaza there. This will be one off from the road here. Ooh, yeah, actually. Yeah, so there's a lot of dead space right here. So I can plop that right there. And so that'll be residential housing. And so yeah, let me do this. Because I have a weird thing. I space out the... If you can see, right here you can see a cell. And if you actually put roads together like that, so there's no like empty cells in between it, that just means houses are going to be butt up against each other. I like there to be one unit in between each house. Just in case if I ever to put down paths or anything, it's just easier to do that instead of like accidentally having to demolish a crap ton of houses in the end. Hey, now we actually have road access to that old lighthouse. Won't be useful, but hey, at least it kind of like fits in more. Alright, and that's good enough. So that'll be alright. Over here, we... with these main roads here, you actually want to build just right up against it. For one, you don't want to be directly on it in case you ever want to expand the road. But then you also don't want that area to be completely unutilized. So just plop a road directly right next to it, and then just continue the spacing. So then, bloop. Boom. That road, not a big fan. Yeah, I don't want their... I probably could just smooth it out, but the smooth and brush tool, for some reason, are really wonky on my game. I don't know why. Zoop. Alright, so then plop that up here. And then... Ooh. That one's not liking that. There we go. That works. Excellent. And it's ironically right against the highway here, so this could probably be another business district. Or I could just leave it be to help reduce noise pollution. Because if you have too much noise in your city, you actually can cause an issue with... generally, I think it causes an issue with health. I think there's too much noise that actually makes your citizens sick. I think? Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what the issue is. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Completely forgot about this area right here. These Deuterinos need some expanded housing. So we'll go ahead and give them a little bit. Why not here? And then... Ooh, same thing here. So what we're going to do... Just the gravel road juts out here. Although actually... Yeah, here we go. Increase that usable space here. That doesn't matter over here. It's really hard to tell where these cells are with the trees in the way. I mean, there's just so many trees. And this is the base game, it's not me. Oh, goodness. So I need to be 4 units here from the peak. Man, a lot of these are conflicting. So what we could do is just... 6 would overlap, so I need this to be like, what, 11? And then what would happen if I deleted that? There's 4 here plus a gap. Okay, good. So it literally just needs to be 11. Plus, I think this already has a gap in it. No, it doesn't. That's alright. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that. There you go, though. So that's snazzy. And we could actually, like, directly connect this up to here, too. Ooh, not quite, though. You see, it's just right next to that node right here. So if you wanted to... Yeah, oh, well. We're out of money. Whoops. Well, we do have already existing... Oh, wait, shit, the pipes are not hooked up. Yep, no, okay. Well, that's just gonna have to how it be for a bit. Okay. And actually, how's the power distribution working? That's fine. Wish you could get rid of those couple of those power lines eventually. And there we go. Excellent. Looking mighty nice. So we may have to give ourselves a little bit of money here. What the f... Oh, for a second I thought that was a person flying off. No, it's a seagull. Okay. For a second I was getting really concerned there. As you can see, we are currently in the red. Yikes. Not the cheapest here. We might be able to rebound once the buildings finish upgrading, and that gives us more money and more taxable income. But that'll take us a second here, so... let's just give it some time. Oh, love this roundabout, though. And it looks like everyone's using that walkway to get to work. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at that. It's funny. My citizens' walking rate here is fantastic. Like, none of them are taking cars over here, which is great. Frees up a lot of traffic. Excellent. You can see everyone here is using the pass. I might have to create a... Actually, you know what? I probably shouldn't. This lane I could see being used by pedestrians, but this side shouldn't be used at all. Oh, it's probably the biking nose causing the issue. Yeah, I can see that. Pretty snazzy, though. Yeah, look at that. Parking lot is full. Oh, that's cute. We also have, I think, despawning... Is it enabled? Oh, no. No despawning. There we go. So now we can actually see what the full traffic conditions are like. Take a look here. Currently, 85% traffic. Not too shabby. Not the best. Not the worst, though. As you can see, we have no hot areas whatsoever. And the nice large roundabouts here make transitioning from the highway onto these roads super easy. Eventually, we're probably going to have to transition this back to a highway structure, but that requires us money. That's the issue. Early on, you don't have access to a lot of the roads, because they gradually unlock, which is annoying when you're first starting, because it's like, okay, I need to create a highway ramp. Sorry, you don't have access to the highway. It's like, congratulations, so I have to make a roundabout with, like, crappy roads that shouldn't be utilized. Like, I don't want anyone walking on the roundabouts, so I use highways, which prevents them from, like, doing any weird crosswalking, things like that. Keeps these things nice and clear, plus you have to add in these so that people don't use the crosswalks there and create more traffic. So, helps out a lot. There we go. So now people can actually easily walk over from one side to the next. Doing quite nicely. Alright, yep. Power here is still a bit pricey. The issue is you can't really turn off high-tech housing because that'll cause low-value homes and immediately kill my profitability. I don't know, let's give it a try though. What happens if we get rid of it? I mean, I know our value is going to go from 21 down to like 14 again. But does that cause any of them to want to revolt? Ah, gives back that money. There we go. And let's go ahead and do the squeeze on them. Get some income from them. Oh yeah, look at that. It immediately shoots up to like 30k. Oh, can we get the 5k? 6k a week? Oh, 7? 8? 9? Oh my goodness. These dudes are just plowing out money. Look at this piggy bank here. Give me all your monies. Okay. Okay, 15 grand's good enough. Thank you, my dudes. It's cheesing the system, but... yeah, that's what you get when you don't have proper city planning initially. Alright. Let's fix up this road, though, because this one is bothering me. Especially seeing the zoning next to it. So let's do a 6-lane highway here. So this simply, we're just going to transition this from a regular 6-lane into a 6-lane highway. Ooh. Now this was going to be a 6-lane both ways. This 3-lane, 6-lane... 2-way highway. There's only a couple of 2-way highways here. Highway with sound barrier. 4-lane highway. 4-lane highway with sound barrier. Interesting. So there is no 6-lane road that's easy. That's unfortunate. Can't upgrade to this type. Alright, I'm not sure why, but alright. I guess we'll just have to stick with being regular roads here. Although this here was a control shift. Control S, stay in lane. There we go. Prevent them from turning left or right. Because I don't want any of them to do like a little U-E. Because if they want to do a U-E, just do a U-E here. They got a highway for that exact same purpose. Excellent. Good, perfect. So now I can go ahead, finish up this residential development. Let's get the pipes finished up here. Bloop. Bloop. And then one up here. And because then all we need is just the little cap here. Man, there's a lot of things it's hitching onto. Okay. Looking solid. Looking good here. I'm just making sure having redundant connections is good, because if there's ever a natural disaster, which we do have enabled, it will cut off your power and your water, so make sure that's proper. Excellent. Good. So what we can do here, now we can just kind of like, oh, you know what we need to do? We need to throw in leisure in this area. I do not have any leisure for these people, so they are probably going to be ultra salty. Actually, you know what? Let's throw a little campfire here. Let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire songs. Although, actually, this area has a very low service area. It has a high entertainment, but pretty low servicing. Ski Lodge is a bit larger. Oh, yeah, that almost serves the entire island. That one really doesn't. That one really doesn't. Ooh, this one here does massive. Entertainment 125. Entertainment of 100. So this is actually an excellent choice here. Excellent. Ooh, and I just noticed here too. Roads ain't done. Probably because we ran out of money. Let's try that real quick. No, the upgrade. Can you really do the other trick? Not quite. Alright, so let's just do angle upwards. Ah, here we go. Now we can properly see the roads here. Now the winter storm has cleared up. Hopefully, I never have to modify this highway. Otherwise, I'm going to be in deep crap. But we'll probably be fine. Probably. Alright. So let's go ahead. Plop down our ye old ski lodge. Let's probably not put it against the road. Plop it down right here. Oh, it's sledding hill or skiing hill? Was this the one we wanted? I thought we wanted the ski lodge. That sledding's pretty good too. Alright, excellent. What we'd actually probably do too to make it look a bit more snazzy. Let's just add in. Ooh, let's turn off everything except for grid. You're gonna do it like so. Ooh, when it wants to connect to that node and not the other node. Ah, there we go. Excellent. Oh yeah, that actually looks kind of cool, to be honest. Pretty nice and snazzy. Now it's wrapped around a nice little path. And then we'll go ahead. I think there is a way... There's a node you can snap to here. Let's not do road glyphs. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh wait, no, this is the incorrect one we wanted. We wanted the nature one here, not the fenced off section. So then, where's the natural one? Here we go, wooden fences. Loop. Very nice. Got a little bit of trees left over here, plenty around the path. Looks nice. And then let's go ahead and do some more planning. I need to get that dirt road back in here. How about we just like snap it to there and call it good? And then actually what we could do, snap it up close enough. And let's add in a small path. There we go. So they have access to that side. There we go. Perfect. So that should definitely help here. Oh, and it'd be kind of nice too at some point. I'll probably add on a path over here. Just so this side can access that side pretty easily. But alright. Let's go ahead and add in the residential. We can probably just go ahead and fill it in as much as humanly possible. This section is actually not being utilized. Like so. And now, we can go ahead and flop down more residential right here. Although, let's shimmy that off to the side for a bit here. Yeah. Excellent. So I love that new park here. Gonna look mighty nice. And then we'll go ahead and slap in some more parking. Zoop. Right here. Boom. So what we could do here... add in a smidgen more. And then get another block. Excellent. Because then we're probably going to have to do here... Let's put it in the center for easy access. So, zoop right here. And then zoop right here. So that'll be some commercial for them. And then we'll plop some over here, because why not? Otherwise, this section's not going to be utilized by anything. It's not ideal for citizens to be next to the highway. So we'll just throw it to businesses, because they don't complain. Very nice. And you can see they're not connected to that road, so we could flop on a larger road. Maybe with a tram, who knows? Pretty snazzy, though. Oh, yeah. I should probably get rid of that pollution at some point. We're probably going to use eco-filters instead of this. Oh, for a second, that scared the crap out of me. But alright, very good. We have now expanded out our beautiful island. Beautiful. Let's actually take a look. Currently, right now, the population is 562. Let's see how much higher it gets. Oh, and ironically enough, we need some more industrial. Alright. Plop some more industrial right here real quick. Although, actually... Yeah, we'll leave it there. Why not? There we go. Beautiful. So it gives everyone a little bit of extra here. Everyone's still taking their beautiful bikes here to work. Oh, yeah. They a big fan. Oh, that's kind of cool. So you can take it in here. So you could literally ride a bike from one end of the island to the next. without ever having to hop off. That actually is kind of cool. And everyone seems to be, a decent chunk of them seem to be utilizing it. Man, a lot of people really want to come to these cafes here. I mean, to be fair, though, these are some pretty ballin' views for a cafe. You get a view of the giant ocean here. And the only thing you really get a little bit of the industrial vibe over here, but nothing too bad. Not too shabby. There we go. Excellent. Some more leisure here is probably going to be needed. Especially if you want to keep high park evaluations here. So let's see. Ice sculpture is not too bad. The thing is, I just want decent range on some of these villas here. So we could potentially do a ski lodge. Why not? Get a little bit of extra oomph out here. These do increase the park valuations. Excellent. And then for you, we'll give you the shade treatment. Give you a little bit of park path here. Zoop. Why not? Make it look pretty. Not too shabby. And then maybe, I don't know, a few boulders for you guys to ski down. I'm not sure what you guys use. Why not? The kids love giant rocks. Just love it. Whenever I go to a park, I'm like, it better have like one giant boulder. The pinnacle of my childhood. Nah. Kinda awkward. Yeah, maybe some trees will do for Vine. Doodle-doodle-doo. Just get a few of these smaller buddies in here as well. Right here in the corners. There we go. Very snazzy. And, ooh! I gotta make sure, is this... crap almighty. Yep, I'm gonna have to probably plow a decent chunk of this. Yep, all that progress is gonna be gone here. Whoops! Yep, as you can see, all of them are gonna be going away for a hot second. That'll be fine. They'll come back here in pretty much full force. Everyone's gonna want to be over here. Gets traditional, sustainable housing back. You can see they all come back pretty much instantaneously. That'll be fine. Just give it a few seconds. Very nice. Yeah, that's the issue when you're trying to get like these new islands set up. Is that just like, oh yeah, that's right. These are all different places. Whoops. Bloop, bloop, bloop. We'll go ahead and throw on... Bloop, bloop, bloop. Do that. Perfect. Yep, it's dark and it requires some mighty fine specimens right now. Perfect. Seem to be enjoying the park so far. They still need a lot more visitors out here. How's electricity doing? Oh, we're actually way overkill in our electricity budget right now. Oh yeah, it's because it's not negative 30 degrees Celsius right now. Only negative 5. Not too shabby. That's manageable. When it gets down to negative like 40, 50, ooh yeah, it gets bad. Oh yeah, how's our garbage processing status right now? Take a look here. Oh, we're pretty close. We actually have 20% increased efficiency on these recycling centers because we do have multiples of them. Oh yeah, look at that. The garbage trucks are actually reaching all the way down here. That's actually pretty jazzy. Yeah, they say, oh, ski lodge doesn't have any electricity. It doesn't matter. What are you gonna do, leave? You're fucking ski lodge. What? Stop complaining. Alright, so we'll go ahead, set up some more commercial real estate. Well, to be honest, this is actually probably going to be pretty high value here on the main road. These dirt roads are not going to be too high valuation. So maybe up to here will be a good spot. And that'll do nicely. And let's add in some pathing here. So here, you'll page this up to, ooh, this is back down to that. Pitch it up to 9, because 9 seems to be like the minimum height. There you go, so that's connected. And then beautiful, connected to there, and that's all jazzed up. So now they have easy access to the other side. Oh, I did not leave myself a whole lot of space over here. Let's push this back ever so slightly. That might destroy a house or two. If I can, I'll try to push it back. Boop, boop, boop. And then go to here. Boom. Yeah, it's like itching real close. And what we can do, page down, we can then connect it up all the way over there. And since there's no housing over here, actually, why is there a gap here? Well, we might as well utilize that gap and not destroy any businesses. Loop. Like so. Excellent. So it'll work just fine. That'll connect those two sides very nicely. And then go from there, add in just some more residential. Because over here is probably going to be alright. I could probably add in some sound barriers. Highway's not too congested right now. But yeah, let's add in the people. They might need a little bit of power. I don't know, will that connect them? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, baby! And so we'll go ahead and fill in the rest of this. We might as well, that waterfront property is going to be pretty high value. So you might as well utilize it. Any more leisure these guys need, really? I mean, they say they have... Oh, you know what's probably the issue? The issue is I probably have it just set way too low. Yeah, so let's try bringing it back up to 100%. Yeah, let's see what happens when we do that. So, where's leisure? Yep, there we go. That was the issue. And that should increase the housing value here actually considerably. Yeah, it's jumped up to 20 even without all of the fancier stuff. There we go. Very nice. How's the education going right now? Are we saturated? Yeah, we're set. There's universities right now that we need, so I probably could actually make like a college campus island. Like one of these over here could be like a small college campus. That actually would be kind of cool, to be honest. It's like, oh yeah, I just went over to... I don't even know. It's like I went to Honolulu, Hawaii, and the next day I went to like Norway. I don't know. I have it cool though. That we gotta try. Yeah. I probably need to increase the amount of snowplows we have here, but we should be doing already for now. I need to add another recycling plant though, because currently we're not having a trash buildup issue, but I don't want there to be one. So let's go ahead and plop down another one. Yeah, now our oh, yeah, there we go. That's good. So now we can actually go ahead and empty this out, and that would save us an extra $200 a week. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah, now we're starting to get into the 4,000 range here. Excellent. We probably actually could start bumping up a couple of our other services here. Why not? Bump up our firemen here. Let's bump that down to an 80 here. But healthcare services, just so they don't linger around as much. Can probably bump this up to another 80 here. Excellent. And maintenance, well, how about we bump this up to 60? There you go. See if that helps out here. Beautiful. Yeah, because currently right now the garbage trucks are just going across the street and literally just delivering the garbage directly here. Next, we're going to need to add in some more power here because we are starting to run pretty low. Oh, yeah. So beautiful. A lot of businesses here. How's the noise pollution? Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's still pretty high. High at 22% is a bit undesirable. I could add in a treed roadway here as the main thoroughfare, but it seems to be alright. The highway definitely does seem to be adding a lot of noise pollution, though, to the city. So we could try to adjust that. In fact, while we're here, while I'm still remembering, let's fix this highway ever so slightly. 2-lane with sound barriers. So let's just do that, so we get proper lane mathematics. Let's add in 2 lanes here, and this could be a 3-lane with sound barrier. So that'll help reduce noise there. And then add in some sound barriers here. Oh, no, this was meant to be a 2-lane with sound barrier. My bad. There we go. Looking very snazzy. So that should hopefully reduce noise. The reason why we're actually changing this to a 2-lane highway down here is because there's only 2 lanes to switch off. So at the very last minute, we don't want them to be like doing a bunch of lane changing here. So we want them to decide their lane way further in advance. It's going to slow down traffic a smidgen, but it should make transitioning in these lanes much smoother, which will help out a lot. Doing quite nicely, though. So let's take a look at our population here. At Island Place has gone up from 560 up to 1,170. So over doubling the population on this one island here. Excellent. My dudes. Oh, good thing I just increased my fireman budget right now because for some reason the forest caught on fire. Beautiful. That's good. Eventually we'll probably put in some natural disaster services here, including shelters and whatnot. But we seem to be doing alright. The thing is, natural disaster services, my god, are they expensive. You could put them in, but it's just like, here, do you want to have no functioning budget after a while? Thank you, sir. Please, provide me with a budget. But alright, looks pretty good right now. I think we'll call it good here today because it's honestly just a lot for a lot of you guys to take in. So, I want to thank you all. We're trying to see if we can expand out, make a college area next time on one of these islands. But that'll be for next time. So I want to thank you all for enjoying the season. Leave recommendations of what we should do with the season. We should see improved, changed, whatnot. Who knows? On that, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.